$35 tons of cast iron and steel.
Should happen to bring you come this way. Want no one back here, back to the system, please. Thank you for that understanding. When we stop again later on, if you want to come in here and just take the building, you're more than welcome. During rush time, we're letting you walk that way. Clear it in case you have a bad deal. Thank you.
Yeah, he had her dead center. It's a bigger test. Yeah, it happened last weekend of April. Blowing its nose. Kory up there on the phone, so I send him out. I'll send that tomorrow.
I don't have my camera on yet. I got the lens, that's all I got.
Let's see. A lot of times you start out with real low numbers. Not much sense to do that. Okay, now we want this plane all the way back to pick up clear, please. Pounds of scale, 205 RPM. Let's go by 50 this time, 450. 202, 500, 199, 550, 193.
40 and 150 horse.
700. How about that? 700. 193. That's right here, that's 750. 192. 800. Looking at the belt jump, I think we're going to be happy with that one. We were planning on going up to the 1,000. We've decided that we're going to have to call that a pretty good show. 5,000 foot-pounds of torque, 170, no. How many horsepower did we get on the last run? Oh, no, no. We were up 171. We couldn't get a maximum produced unless we would have tightened up the Prony Brake even more and slowed that thing down until we got a number smaller than our previous number. But we decided to
log again right now. Dogging her down. Dogging down the log. And here comes the log again. Kory Anderson's Case 150, pulling the sawmill in Rollag, Minnesota.
We just wanted to take a moment and give you just a little bit of an explanation of what you're about to see here this afternoon. In 1907, the J.I. Case Thrashing Machine Company came up with a design, and they thought that they needed to build the largest steam traction engine in the world to compete with any competitor in that arena space at that time. What they came up with was this engine. They built 9 150 horse cases, and for many reasons to do with manufacturing and dissatisfaction with different parts, they decided to bring the engine back to the factory. Well, they decided to instead build the 32 horse case, which then became the 110. But the 150 lived on in the memories of all those that had been involved with it, and especially one man named Kory Anderson. In 1907, when they built the prototype engine, they took the engine out behind the case factories, and there was a 15% grade up a street there, and they said, well, hey, let's break this engine in here. We've got 4 60 horse case steam engines in the back that are getting ready to be shipped to Oklahoma. Let's put them on behind the 150 and just break her in a little bit. And so they took a picture of that event in 1907, and that picture went into the folklore and magazines and Thresherman albums for years to come, and outlived everybody that had ever been associated with the 150. Well, that picture was an inspiration to Kory Anderson whenever he was a young boy in his teens, and he was working on a 65 horse case and restoring his first steam engine, and he thought, and he dreamed that he needed to be the one to bring the 150 horse case back to life. And so over the course of the next 15 years of his life, he dreamed, he had a vision, he executed a plan, he became a pattern maker, he was a master machinist, and he single-handedly, with the help of many friends, put together this engine from nothing. But the designs that the case factory had that they found in the back room of the case plant on a visit many years ago. And so all these pieces came together over the last 111 years.
Yeah.
And last fall, at September 7th in Andover, South Dakota, they unveiled this engine to a very impressed crowd that most people never thought that this engine would ever be seen again, it would ever be built. But Kory defied the odds, and he put a plan into action, and what you see here today in this demonstration that you're about to see was done 112 years ago at the case factory in Racine, Wisconsin. So I believe I just heard the pop go off just a little bit ago, so she's sitting at 175 pounds. She's ready to go. All the engines are in line. They're going to come up this hillside and make this turn up here and recreate this act. So get your cameras ready. I believe Kory's ready. You guys are about to see a show. "35 tons of cast iron and steel. Those drivers are 8 foot tall by 54 inches wide. Just starting to breathe heavy. Each one of those 60 horse cases weighs in the neighborhood of 20 to 25,000 pounds. So he's pulling over 100,000 pounds up this hillside. Wow. shake as the engine goes by. You'll notice all of the engines have their reversing levers in the neutral setting, and their clutches are out, so they're just pulling dead weight. I think we need to do a couple more hot laps, Kory. Everybody wave at our Western Minnesota Steam Threshing Reunion Queen. This is Lily Wall on the 30-horse case here in third place. We're going to regroup and see if Kory wants to make a run down the hill and do this again. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a part of Western Minnesota Steam Threshers Reunion in the 2019 J.I. Case Heritage Foundation Expo.